Good evening. It's me, Angie, here from Learn Love Tarot to bring you messages of direction towards your best and highest good. Using the energies of the daily moon cycle, we do have a full moon happening late tonight at 11:47 p.m. here Eastern Standard Time, which is technically an 11:11. When you reduce that 47 minutes or add the 4 and the 7, you get an 11. 1 plus 1 would be a 2. So this is a cosmic consciousness. It's a super moon. And this is all about living more and more as a realized being. However, this message is timeless as energy is cyclical. So do know that whenever you find the message is when you're meant to. And thank you in advance for sharing your energy with me by subscribing to the channel so that the messages can align with you more energetically. And if this message does bring you anything that resonates with you, please hit that like button to let me know. Helps me when you leave a comment as well. And you can learn more about me and how to book a personal reading by going to my homepage. Now, we do have, guys, this, speaking of the number 11 there, horned cactus, resourcefulness. Well, we do have a super moon. It's going to be the first of 3. And this is all about independence and with Aries being the lead there. And it's also about searching for that or balancing with Libra, the balance of diplomacy and harmony. And it's all about owning our personal truths here. So 18 of the eagle, that relates to our song for today, which was Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins. It was released on May the 6th, so it was a 5 and a 6. And I think the year was, it added up to a 7. It'll be attached down there in my notes. And then, so we had the steps of 5, 6, 7. Adding them all together gave us the number 18 of the moon. And again, with that 18 adding into a 9 of the Hermit of the sister card, that is the Hermit on the 9th step in numerology, holding his lantern and looking at all of his decisions thus far in life. So rising above the fray there. And then we do have the fire energy of crown games here and right use of power. With that book ending, this horned cactus and this resourcefulness energy, the green chakra of the heart chakra of that fiery Leo energy there of the strength card, which would be about balance on each side of that lemnis gate. So let's see where we go here today. That would be the context of our reading here. And on the bottom of the deck, Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Well, we see that death energy in the number of Scorpio. We do also have Scorpio taking on the energy, the first Sabian symbol, moving from understanding in Libra. I have attached notes that'll show you what that lesson was all about as we were in the anaretic degree before we clicked over into Scorpio 1 this afternoon. And this is about moving away from our beloved secure past and motivated by curiosity for a greater experience. So if you have not realized your dreams thus far, you can say no to that beloved secure past and move forward for a greater experience. That would be the energy of the Emperor of the Aries energy of that full moon. And we have another 9 here, winter's dream gestation period, and another 9. Wow. So here we have the 3663, and that would be a palindrome. So if you feel like you're needing direction or you're lost in space here, you may want to kind of sleep on this during the winter time period here, but if we're just now owning these personal truths and we have not yet taken action toward them, like I saw in the Two Princes reading, this is all about if it's just now coming to fruition. Full moons are about the height of emotions, and it's about having the courage, then, right? That 8 energy to take initiative on what it is that we have understood to be our personal truth. Okay. We do have this Aries Libra theme of I versus we, trying to balance out, trying to come back around as far as that North Node and South Node lessons that we had for 18 months of North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, that wanted us to have personal autonomy and independence within one-to-one relationships. Okay, so we can certainly refuse the call there, that's for sure. But it looks like here, maybe refusing the call is now got 99 problems, but refusing to take action on that will not be one any longer. But let's see where we go here. Just as a reminder, so with a full moon in Aries, it's all about a fiery climax approaching. So we'll see where we go there with that energy. And I'm going to scoot these guys over here. Now, full moons always oppose the sun. So what are we learning through balance here? What are we trying to balance with in that full moon is a noon siesta. And it's about learning the wisdom of letting go and how downtime is productive time. Now, that is going to be for most of the day here, opposing our serpent coiling near a man and a woman. And that's about getting drawn into relationships by desire and emotional intimacy, and then having to learn that inner balance within. And we learn that through one-to-one relationships so that we can have outer balance as well. Okay, definitely lots of 9s here, lots of endings, and 119 would be the opposite of 911, which is a number, an angel number denoting that light workers unite, get going. Okay, so let's see where we go here with our reading. Cards have already been shuffled, so we could just go right away. Let's see where this fiery climax may be approaching here in this reading. Okay. Wow. You guys keep coming in as king. So you're coming in here still as a king, King of Cups energy. So talk about head and heart balance. In order to jump in today's chariot or Merkaba energy, the soul chariot, we must be aligned in head and heart. So whoever this reading is for, you're telling me you are decided in your head and your heart. In the 3D, though, however, you're still juggling here. 2 of Pentacles. And this can be also about, those look like clocks to me, feeling like you're perhaps late or just is taking some strategy to be able to juggle all of the balls in the air that you got going on. This is telling me you're very busy. And look at that, Crown Games coming right out here with our Emperor energy as the opportunity. So our opportunity to take leadership of this balance of head and heart, but whatever the situation is, we're still kind of teetering back and forth between worlds here. Let's go ahead and get the bottom of the deck of our fueling or driving energy. There's the Libra Justice. Look at that. So even though they're not in the same position, this justice here, this balance is fueling the King of Cups. So again, you're telling me I am balanced in head and heart, and this justice energy confirms it. We've still got the sun in Libra. Fueling this Two of Pentacles is the Magician energy we've been seeing quite a bit of. Here's the rabbit here we saw land on the charms as far as the water energies, our emotions. This all four aces of potential. Again, you're decided, but you haven't quite taken action yet in the 3D, still balancing on one foot here. And fueling the opportunity of this leadership would be the Knight of Cups. So here's a bird here with this letter, and it has a heart in it. And he's riding some kind of a fish. So that's going to be knights are going to be our mutable signs. So Pisces energy. Pisces North Node is really pulling us to towards that North Node of destiny, where we need to step out of our comfort zone and use this power appropriately. Okay, let's go ahead and get our second line here. Recent past, devil energy, conquering some fears about aligning our head and heart. Okay. And maybe we've still been thinking it over. The eagle, eyes of the eagle are coming up and above, can be Queen of Swords energy. The heart of the reading, King of Swords. Okay. So, fixed energy of Aquarius. We've got an unexpected thunderstorm here in Pluto, the planet of transformation, in that second lesson of Aquarius. And in the near future, here's that Ace of Pentacles. You're deciding on one, whatever this choice is between. Let's see what's fueling that energy. In the recent past, this fear perhaps was regarding relationships of the past, or even a particular person in the past that invoked these fears or taught us there was something to be afraid of. Maybe we were afraid we were being manipulated here, like this puppeteer energy. And the heart of the reading, boy, that Knight of Pentacles doesn't want to quit. Virgo energy, which we still have Venus in Virgo. So the truth, especially about our alignment of head and heart. So this truth here has been a long time coming, but what you're telling me here is that you are going to choose, and that is going to involve the truth as you see it here with that King of Swords in the heart of the reading, fueled by the Knight of Pentacles. Now, in the near future, you're choosing, like I said, you're choosing your happiness. The heart wants what the heart wants. It has to be a head and heart alignment. You may need to gather some resources here, and maybe that's what you were trying to juggle around here so that you could have this new start of potential. Okay. And definitely a bit fear-based here in the near future of this new beginning, this new leadership. So that could be a new job for some, but it's the happiest card in the deck, whatever this offer is that is coming to you in the 3D. Now, the block, the Eight of Wands, fueled by the Chariot energy. That's today. We have the October 6th, 2025. Added up is 25. 2 plus 5 is the 7 of the Chariot. 25 years ago was the year 2000. So let me know, in that year of knowledge, that was a year of justice or balance, right? Energy balancing the scales. So that could be a 25-year cycle coming back around for you now, or simply when the new moon in Aries presented at the end of March this year, 6 months ago. So Eight of Wands, communication, the Tool song that I quoted, I believe, on Saturday. And then yesterday, Another metal. I don't know what it is with the metal songs, guys, but it was Down with the Sickness. I think that's Disturbed. So the block was aligning head and heart to be able to get in your chariot and the truth of communication. This communication you are afraid to have here, especially with a person who you might have known since childhood, and at the very least, a very long time. And now, this horse here, the loyalty is marching towards your son and facing forward. Okay, so when energy is on the table, even if it's in a blocked position or in a reverse position, that's just indicative of energy that can be called upon to you for us to use. Now let's see what spirit wants us to know here. Boy, oh boy, 22, Two of Swords. I'm at a crossroads. I feel stuck. And I might even actually, this is the Joy de Vive deck. I might pull the author's meaning of that just to get a little bit more of what the artist's intentions were here, because we see her third eye, but then that crescent moon that we saw show up on the air charms for the air charms, or as charms for the air sign, is crossing right over her eyes. So, Two of Swords is usually a willful blindness when we're stuck at a crossroads. So, Spirit is confirming that you are at the crossroads, and you might need to be a little bit more resourceful if it's a split, for example, because you have to rise above whatever this old situation is or was. Let's see what's fueling that Two of Swords, fast energy of the Knight of Swords. So Gemini energy here. We've got Uranus, the shock and surprise, here fueling this Two of Swords. So your truth can be very shocking to someone. Perhaps that's why there's some fear in communicating that here. Let's see here. What is the outcome energy from the top? Page of Wands. We've been seeing that too. And look, the timing trumpet. I've been talking about that. And he's definitely on a checkerboard here. And we have another letter being delivered, the Bluebird of Happiness. We saw in that Ace of Cups on the Two Princes reading. So if that is a choice between two here, it looks like communication is coming in here. And whatever decision you are making here in the near future, it's the one that excites you. It's the one that turns you on. It's passionate. It feels very exciting. And this is all four kings here in one card, the Emperor. Now, without seeing the Empress on the table, we do have to be careful that that Emperor is using his power correctly or rightly, because that can be a bit of selfish energy when we don't see the Empress on the table here. What's fueling the Page of Wands? The Ten of Cups. Okay, so the outcome energy. This message is from someone that you love, or and that you love very much as well. It's part of your ten of Cups. This is everybody in your circle of friends, in your own circle of influence here. This could be a message coming from that friend, or it could be more rabbits here. That was on the water energy for water signs. This ultimate happiness here that you're choosing, this news helps you perhaps decide between this 22 energy. Now, we do have Black Moon Lilith at 22 Scorpio still, and that's about accommodating our instinctual drives, following our instinct, no matter how afraid we are to communicate um, this decision or this head and heart. It's going to feel a little bit prickly here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more on the extended income. Yeah. Uh, this message of passion or a new creative opportunity. Ace of Wands again, and she's holding on to a star here. So, book ending here, the sun energy. Okay. And the opportunity for the emperor to come in is ignited by the king. So you're giving a thumbs up here to whatever this leadership opportunity is. And look at all these pages here, page in the outcome energy. So the page of swords, more air energy here, is about the researcher. So creative research, Ace of Wands, or this passionate opportunity. Uh, Page of Swords is the least equipped to deal with love, but it's definitely somebody that's already in your sphere or circle of friends or loved ones with that 10 of Cups and the outcome. Let me see if I can get a little bit more. There's that 10 of Pentacles, and it looks like he's riding over the sun. That is going to be paired with the 10 of Cups, the 10-10 portal here in our outcome, fueling over here may come into play. Go ahead and scoot these guys over just so we can see a little bit better. All right, let's keep going here. There's that King of Wands showing up again with their Ace of Wands. Someone very passionate, knows what they want. And this Page of Swords, it's like cat's out of the bag, High Priestess, learning either how to keep secrets or this is outside energy, like researching the secret. Okay, and it all has to do about, again, someone already in your sphere of energy. This is a unicorn energy. This is a chance for something you've only dreamed of. And in order to do that, we do have to be willing to let go of what's in the hand in order to receive something new. Okay, there's a match here, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. We'll keep that in mind. Okay, and there's that King of Pentacles here that's been on the way. You had to initiate this. Okay. You're taking leadership here. You could be making this announcement to the 10 of Cups person, or again, I don't know what kind of relationship that is for you. It'll be different for everyone. Let's have a look, see here what is fueling the Ace of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. This has been brewing for a while, this heart energy between the two. And it's like this love tree. The seeds has already been planted and it's coming to fruition here in the very near future. Okay, let's more pages. So, Page of Pentacles again, communication. And that is being fueled by the Page of Swords energy here. This research, you could have been doing your research. Again, he's reaching for or holding the sun. Whatever this news is, makes you very happy. Let's take a look at the heart of the outcome energy. What is Seven of Pentacles paired with? There's the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Pentacles, this new collaboration energy. Guys, it feels like a third a third energy here of that collaboration. Let's keep going. We shall see. 5, yeah. So 5 of Cups energy, Scorpio energy. That is where we are finishing off with Mars. Appreciating the enjoyment of simple friendliness. We see that in a fellowship supper. So it's our last theme of service before we move into a whole nother theme. And the Six of Cups energy, the second deacon of Scorpio. So action via someone here from the past coming into the present to affect our future, and that could be coming to fruition here by the time it gets cold out. Again, that palindrome energy is really cool. It feels like you don't quite know what to do here with this information, especially if it's the communication's going to hurt someone else and there's a fear there. Yeah, you receiving something, his feet are facing forward. And there's a looking back at, yeah, I'm getting what I want. And that is being fueled by some kind of secret here, but you're moving forward anyway. This is a revelation of that secret Aries energy here, or Mars energy, Aries and Scorpio. With that Mars, which today the moon moved into Mars, and almost 12 hours later, we have Mercury moving into Scorpio. And then almost another 12 hours later tonight, that's the full moon in Aries. What's this Queen of Wands fueling? More another 2, your decision. So, a choice and action. Do I stay? Do I go? And we have here the moon opposing the sun, this revelation of the inside of this decision. So, even though it might not have been taken action upon yet, it looks to me like that's the plan here. Okay, so you feeling more confident, you having this Mars energy fueling you, makes it easier to make this decision. Okay, you're receiving some kind of 3D energy before this action is happening. So again, I mean, it's all surrounding the King of Swords. And he seeks the truth, he sees the truth, and he moves toward the truth. And that's taken quite a bit of time for whoever this reading is for you to decide. But Spirit's wanting you to see that we can't have our eyes closed here. We can't have our eyes closed, okay? What is that? That Joseph Campbell quote of something about we have to be willing to let go of the life we planned in order to have our hands open to receive the life that we want. Okay, it's your leadership opportunity here to take the lead on whatever your highest form of happiness is here. It's the happiest card in the entire deck. Hey, I said that I wanted to check out again. This is from the Joie de Vie tarot deck, and this 2 of Swords further meaning. Let me see if I can get a better shot there for you. It's about obviously choice, preparedness, avoidance, trust, and patience. This is unsure which way to go. This character, Abiance, assumes a stance of preparation. The flying bats are trying to pull her in different directions, but Abiance patiently and carefully weighs her choices before making a move. She's blindfolded, but her spiritual third eye is all seeing. Make wholehearted decisions or let things stand as they are until you've considered all options. Approach a situation with deeper clarity by changing your perspective, rising above the fray, following your gut, trusting that high priestess energy, right? Take comfort in the inner peace that comes from finding a healthy and helpful solution. The key words here are all about, and that could be sitting on the fence and ignoring the warning signs, right? If that's in reverse. So definitely two meanings for this, which I was feeling that energy when I was talking about what does spirit want you to know, um, especially with the Knight of Swords fueling that. Time is of the essence, and this is not a place where we can sit on the fence any longer. I have the opposition here with the sun in Libra. That's going to be in your seventh house if you're an Aries rising. This full moon culminating, this revelation happening in the first house of self here. It's about our outlook, our self image, our own consciousness, and we are supposed to be reaching a cosmic consciousness with this 14 degrees full moon in Aries. It's about awakening our own self awareness, our expression. Okay, what's going on here with this fiery climax for Aries? Oh, how can we be assertive? There is that opportunity that we saw with the Emperor energy fueling your energy of the King of Cups. If this is your reading today, you're already decided in head and heart, but had not yet taken action because the Chariot was blocked. Okay. Ocean of possibilities. Okay, and we've also got adapt and thrive, and we've got two sailing images here. Navigate through the boundless ocean of possibilities where horizons whisper of untold opportunities and plentiful paths. So, and this is saying luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace the shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. So we did see that near future energy of the sun fueling that Ace of Pentacles, this physical 3D reality coming towards you here. Now, this is fueled by web of connection in that 10 of Cups energy. Weave your connections thoughtfully, creating a supportive web that uplifts your personal and professional journeys. All righty here. So let's see if I can get a couple more answers here for you as far as Aries. Let's pull my fire deck out. Yeah, move into calmer waters here, yet towards your sun. But you got to put the burden down first in order to have that opportunity or situation for this all four aces of potential to be enacted. All right, let's get a center, left, right for Aries. So, with that opposition happening for you of the sun, that is the house of relationships, Aries. So, it looks like here there's change brewing, fiery climax, and then the opposite of that, opposite of fire would be water there. There's the world energy, and again, taking strength to bring an ending about here. All right. There's that Page of Swords again, crossed by the Empress. That could be advice coming in from a mother energy, or there could be an Empress energy. This is Venus here that is making a love offer. So that'd be Libra and Taurus. This could be happening during this timing here. Okay, so some kind of a love offer or researching love here. What about left and right? Yeah, this ending's already happened. That fearful energy there, but it has not been communicated. Okay, it has not been communicated yet, but it is ending this emotional fragmentation here. Luck flows with change. Embrace the shift and learn from that journey as answers reveal themselves. You just have to trust yourself here, Aries. You've got plenty of support helping you out. So, whatever this full moon climax that is going to be affecting us all because it's in Aries, it's going to be ending the confusion here. Okay. And it definitely feels like it's a situation to do with love here for a lot of folks with that full moon at 14 degrees.